Communication, where the real power lies. Communication. This is where real power lies. As an administrator, communication can either make your job easier or make it unbearable. Power is not in shouting. Power is not in position. Power is in communication. When your team feels comfortable communicating with you, you hear problems early, before they grow into stress, complaints, or crisis. Your goal as an administrator is to build relationships where staff can tell you the truth. Not what they think you want to hear, but what is really happening on the floor. Being professional is important, but sometimes professionalism without human connection creates distance. You don't always have to sound rigid or unreachable. Loosening up, appropriately, helps people open up. When staff feel safe to talk, they communicate more. And when communication flows, operations improve. One practical way to strengthen communication is by creating clear channels. Different group chats for different purposes. For example, a leadership group chat, a department-specific group chat, an urgent issues or operations group chat. This keeps communication organized, direct, and effective. But communication does not end with talking. It must align. Alignment means everyone understands expectations. Everyone knows who to report to. Everyone knows what matters most. When communication is clear and aligned, confusion reduces. When confusion reduces, stress reduces. And when stress reduces, your role becomes manageable. As an administrator, communication is not optional. It is your strongest leadership tool. Documentation, boundaries, and visibility. The little things matter. As an administrator, you must understand documentation, boundaries, and visibility. These three work together, and none of them should ever be ignored. First, documentation. Never say, "It doesn't matter." In this role, documentation always matters. If a resident refuses medication, it must be documented. If a resident refuses to shower, it must be documented. If there is a pattern, it must be documented. Small issues that are not documented today become big problems tomorrow. Documentation protects the resident, the staff, and you as the administrator. Second, visibility. Being visible does not mean micromanaging, but it does mean being aware. You need to know what is happening on the floor, what residents are experiencing, what staff are dealing with, where patterns are forming. When you are visible, you catch issues early. When you are absent, problems grow quietly. Third, boundaries. Boundaries are necessary to survive this role. You cannot do everything yourself. You cannot carry every problem emotionally. But boundaries do not mean overlooking things. You can delegate tasks, but you must follow up. You can trust your team, but you must stay informed. An administrator who ignores documentation, lacks visibility, or blurs boundaries will struggle to last. But an administrator who documents consistently, stays visible, respects boundaries, and pays attention to small details will lead with confidence and clarity. In healthcare, little things are never little. They are early warnings. This is how administrators protect themselves, support their teams, and lead effectively.